I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School. All right, so if you're a business owner, do not let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud-based business system. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control over your financials, inventory, and more. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/school. Sales, if anything, is a numbers game. It's like when you fish. The more times you cast your rod out, you cast into the ocean, the more fish you're going to catch. And let me just tell you something. I don't care how hard you work, how many doors you knock on, how many hours a day you put into this. There is no possible way that you can knock on nearly even 1/3, 1/4 as many doors as you can do if you're banging away on the telephone. On the telephone, you have this massive increase in the number of people that you can speak to on a daily basis. That's it. So just by sheer force of numbers, the phone sets you up for massive success. Now, let me say this. What I found over the years, once I left Stratton, that was the mid-90s, right? And especially over the last 10 years, I realized that you can be really effective going door to door too. That it's not necessarily one or the other. And in fact, in some industries, going door to door or into people's homes might be a little more effective than the phone. It's true. But I have some really great news for you. Insurance is not one of them. Insurance is not one of them. Take it from me, everybody. If I had a choice, someone said, Jordan, I'm going to give you two options. A, I'm going to let you sell insurance over the phone. And B, I'm going to let you sell insurance by going into people's homes or businesses. I choose the phone 1,000 out of 1,000 times and never look back. And at the end of the year, I'm going to make 5 times as much money by sticking to the phone. At least 5 times as much money. In the last 3 months, we've all been forced to engage in what I've come to call distance selling, distance persuasion, the ability to influence and persuade to close the deal at a distance. Why? COVID-19. Obvious stuff. We've been forced to adapt. And for me, I laughed. I said, well, how ironic is that? Because that's where all of this started for me. Even though my first job was in door-to-door, and I'm a pro at that, far more effective than anyone I've ever met. Seriously, I'm really great door-to-door. I perfected my system, the straight line, by telephone. And it was specifically designed to close the gap between the effectiveness that one person can have face-to-face versus over the phone. Because here's the deal. Yes, it's true. In the absence of knowing the straight line, it is really, really hard to sell insurance over the phone, if not impossible. Door to door, you can fake it, you can cheat it. So what happens is you find weaker salespeople succeeding going out into the field because it's a bit of a cheat in the sense that you can use these other devices of body language. It's not a pure linguistic sell. It's not pure logic and emotion. You're using these other things of that hit other points of the human decision-making system of, rapport building and you sort of chummy, I'm just like you, all these things. And people get stuck in this idea that I'm a better in-person closer or that my particular industry I'm doing is like insurance is just better in person. It's just not true. It's not true. In a million years, I would never advise you to go back to selling in person once you know the straight line system. And that's the big once. Once you know the straight line. The straight line system was specifically designed for this type of sale. It fits every sale. It works for anything. But the straight line system was designed for selling a financial product over the telephone to someone that you never met before, someone who's probably never heard of your company before, and someone who's unfamiliar with the product that you're selling them right now. With the straight line system, you can learn to close anyone who is closable. Let me repeat that. With the straight line system, you can learn or very quickly get to the point where you can close anyone who's closable. Now, what does that mean, or what does it not mean? It doesn't mean that you're going to one day get to this point where you're going to close every single person you speak to. That's not what I'm saying. You dial the phone 100 times, you engage in 50 conversations, 50 don't answer, you're not going to close all 50 no matter how great you are. When I say you close everyone who's closable, what I mean is that there are some people who aren't closable. For whatever, they're not buyers. And then there's other people who simply shouldn't be closed for ethical reasons or whatnot. They just shouldn't be closed. There's ethics involved, right? But when I say you'll get to the point where you can close anyone who's closable, what I'm saying is that when you're in a sale and it's over and the person didn't buy from you, you're going to say to yourself, okay, well, the person didn't buy, but no one could have closed them. Even Jordan himself wouldn't have got the person.